Hello my friends and welcome back to another 29 before 29. Today I was going to do a classroom tour, but my classroom is actually filthy. Like it's a bit disgusting. So I thought I would do a classroom tour with a twist and I would take you along and we can clean my classroom together. Now I know that doesn't sound very interesting, but I want to actually talk through my different spaces in my classroom and all of that kind of stuff while I clean them. So hopefully this vlog will be very exciting and not just a random cleaning vlog, but come along with me as we clean my classroom for the next half hour and hopefully try to make it a little bit more neat and tidy. So let's go. Okay, first off, to give you a bit of a overview of my classroom as it stands, we are still in testing position. There is just, my desk is just, oh, I don't even want to show you my desk. It's terrible. There's just paper all over it at the moment, but there's just a whole range of little things that you probably can't see, but me being in here all day just irks me. So the first thing I'm actually going to do is I'm going to get all of these desks into rows, mainly because we're doing speeches tomorrow, so it's going to be a whole lot easier instead of groups and less distracting for the people at the front. So that's what I'm going to do first. Honestly, it's already feeling neater already just with the desks back into rows or back into, we're normally in groups, but because we are doing prepared speeches tomorrow, I thought it would be a little better to actually have them in rows and facing the front instead of facing each other so that they can give their full attention to people at the front while they are presenting. Okay, we're going to go to the back of the classroom. We're going to start there first, and it's looking okay. There's just, the boys really love to sit on my back bench, which means that they've actually like damaged all of my displays down here, which I'm a little bit cranky about. So I just need to get in and just kind of fix it all up and just make it a little bit neater. There's not a whole range of things that I need to do, but it just needs to be a little bit neater. Alright, so I've got a few bits left to do now, which includes my desks here as well. So I'm just going to go through and quickly make them neat because I'm still working on them. A lot of what is on my desk is assessment and marking, so I'm just going to put those into piles. A lot of this kind of stuff actually needs to go away. It's just been sitting out there from teaching and learning and other things like that. So I'm going to do that now and then buzz around and there's like, as I'm looking up here, this is all out of place. So okay, we've got a little bit to do, but let's start with my desks and get those done. Alright, so this desk is looking a whole lot better. So these are just resources that I'm currently using for subjects. Woolworths had these little Aussie sticker cards that I was going to use for a writing activity during the Olympics, but we just ran out of time. So I'm going to keep them because hopefully I can still do something with them next term, which I am excited about. It was a really great activity I had in mind, but I won't share it just yet because I don't actually know if it works. And then all of this other stuff I've got here is actually, this is assessment, and this needs to go in the scrap paper bin because it was just junk. It was just stuff. Anyway, I'm going to tackle my desk now, and then I think, oh, I've got to do the front bit. Do the front bit, desk, and then we can go home. Alright, so it's a little bit better. It's actually a whole stack of a lot cleaner than it was before, and it's really as good as it's going to get for now. And this bit up here, I have actually decided that I'm not going to clean, and I'm going to leave that for my kids to organize tomorrow, because there are a lot of things there that are just little things that just need to be put away and organized, and I think I'm going to leave that for them tomorrow. So before I go, I will just give you a quick classroom tour now that everything is actually nice and tidy. Now, I did do a classroom tour at the beginning of the year, and not a lot of stuff has changed, but it's always nice, especially if you're new around here and haven't had a look at some other videos, it's always nice to kind of see inside different classrooms and see what they are like. So I will spin the camera around and talk you through it. Okay, so over here is where I teach. So this is mainly the boards I use. I've got my electronic whiteboard up the front, and I've got my whiteboard over here. This is also where I write the date and write what we're doing for the day. Obviously, I didn't update that today, but that's okay. It's Tuesday today. We had a maths test today instead. Underneath here is our overflow of books, our term readers and picture books. Over here is our stationery trolley with all of our felt pens and just extra bits on there as well. I also have these dividers that the kids can use, so they live there as well. Up here is all of our rules and just other inspirational things, and here is my blue boomerang table where kids sometimes work or love to work. I actually had that around the other way, but I found that this way just gave me a little bit more space actually teaching here instead of it being around the other way, and it still works well for kids. Kids can sit there and I can kind of help them here as well. If we move to, down here at the front of my room is just all the extra bits, so spelling marking books, iPad things. This I am not filling, so I had this filled of all spare things, but then lots of things went missing, so I've decided not to refill that. Spare paper, scrap paper, atlases, Bibles, those kind of things. And this is our floor area where we sit as well. And I've moved all of my cushions that were under the standing table over here, just to keep it a little bit more neat, I think, up the back. Obviously, my desk and my area over there, and I also have this desk as well, which I put a lot of my stuff that I use for teaching on. Over here, we have our student work trays, which comes in really handy, and I've just got some resource books on top as well. I've got 28 students, so I've had to improvise with some extra trays. I also have two blue stools at my desk for kids that want to come and work at my desk. I can help kids a lot easier. Cupboards for storage. I talked about this in my last video, my favorites things. This is just our homework storage over here. Homework handing in system, which works out really, really well. If I move to the back of my classroom, I've got my bookshelf, which needs a tidy, our notice board, and then this place is where I put all of our notes, tissues, hand sanitizer, all that kind of fun stuff. We've got the sink at the back as well, and just more cupboards for extra storage. I've got my back display, which is looking okay at the moment. It's looking a bit wear and tear. Like I said, my boys are liking to sit up at the bench, so now that I've kind of pinned it all back, it looks a whole lot better. Here is our standing table, and I've removed the cushions from underneath there, so it's actually looking a whole lot neater and a whole lot more tidy, which is excellent. And then round to the front, this display needs to be taken down. It's bad, it's bad. I think I'm actually gonna take all of the things down because it's just, the kids really just, I don't know what they did this year, but it's quite wrecked. So I'm gonna take that all down as well. And then to the front of my classroom, we've just got the chairs stacked there. And that was a very, very quick classroom tour of what my classroom is currently looking like at the end of term 3. All right, my friends, well, I might leave this vlog here. I hope you enjoyed this hopefully therapeutic classroom cleaning video, as well as a mini classroom tour. If you spied anything in the background that you'd like me to talk about a little bit more, please let me know. I would love to talk about it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.